Hello, I am an alien and I have been trying to contact people on the earth for many years. This is my 250th trial. If you receive and understand this message, please stand up and shout to the sky so I can hear you. Hey there, I'm actually a graduate student studying at Fordham School of Business, and I'm majoring in information technology, and I'm also a graduate teaching assistant help Professor Ilujo with her big data analytics course. You may wonder what this is, because it's so hard for me to introduce while speaking and also keep a professional fake smile. So that's why I made this card to help me do that. And okay, what else should I say? Okay, I'm not a nerd, and talk about dreams. My biggest dreams are I want to make a lot of money, and also I want to live with cats, a lot of cats. Yes, I'm living with one right now, but I want to have maybe 10, more than 10. All right, let me just grab her and show you guys. Wait a second. Oh, back! Here she is. Hi, say hello. Oh my god. Hello. All right, hope you're enjoying the tutorial, and I'll see you guys soon. Everyone, welcome to your first virtual lab recorded by your awesome TA. Today, we're going to follow Lab7 to install Jupyter Notebook on AWS instance to access files stored in S3 storage. Get excited, and please bear with me for my very first online tutorial. Alright, so first step, please see the tutorial. We are going to create a bucket and upload a data file onto the bucket. This data file, you can upload whatever data file you want, the data file you want to analyze later. And in this tutorial, I'm just gonna use the crime data set in Lab4. Alright, we just quickly go through this. And second, we are going to create a security role in IAM services. So creating this role is gonna give us the full access to S3 storage. And the last step, we are going to create an instance under the IAM role. On EC2, we're going to create this instance, and we're going to install Jupyter Notebook on the instance and create a connection between the instance and the S3 storage. All right, that's the goal. Okay, let's do it. So first, you need to make sure you have AWS Educate account. The tutorial for how to apply for the Educate account was already uploaded on Blackboard. So if you haven't applied to one yet, please refer to the Blackboard and follow the instruction to apply for the Educate account. I think you need to wait 1 day to get approval, and then just go ahead, follow the link in the email they send you, and go ahead, create a password and log in. So over here, go ahead, log in if you have one. Oh, what? Sorry. All right, that doesn't happen often. All right, so over here, after you log in, go to AWS account. Go to AWS Educate Starter account. By the way, you will receive $100 credits to use in a year, maybe in a year. And you can see I already used $12. It's fine. So go to AWS console, and under the services tab, you can find the 3 services we're going to use today. The first one is EC2, which we will create the instance and S3 storage, where we're going to upload the files and create the bucket. And the third one is IAM, where we're going to create the security role for us to gain the full access to S3 storage. First of all, we're going to go to S3 storage. Click on that. On the dashboard, use this create bucket button to create a bucket. For the bucket name, you need to give your bucket a unique name, and it has to be unique. So because I already have a bucket named Mandi, so over here I'm gonna create a new bucket named Mandi1 and make sure the region set to be US East North Virginia, and click on next, nothing to change, next, and create a bucket. After you successfully create the bucket, you should see all your bucket listed here, and we gonna go into the bucket. A bucket is like a folder, so go into the bucket, just create, click on upload. Over here you just drag and drop the file you want to upload here, and in my case I can just browse, find. See, I'm gonna already inside the file I want to upload from. So I'm gonna use this crime data, open and next, upload. Over here, it's gonna take maybe half a minute, 30 seconds or so to upload the whole file. So over here, we just wait. I'm probably going to fast forward later on if I can use, I know if I, able to learn how to use the video editor, but if I cannot, so you can just skip this part. Come on. All right, finally, the file was successfully uploaded to the bucket. And here we are done for the storage, S3 storage. Now we are going to the IAM security to create a row to gain the full access. So over here, go to IAM and click on rows and create row. And because we want to be able to access S3 from an instance, from an EC2 instance, so we want to check this one. Go to next permissions and create a policy. Oh, wait. Okay, create a policy. What's leading me to this? Create policy. Okay, create policy, sorry. S3, just search for S, not over here, over here. Sorry for the confusion. Okay, that was messed up. So over here, click on full access, click on next, and you can just skip this, doesn't matter. And give it a name, you can just call it S3, S3 access, and create row. After you successfully create a row, you should be able to see the row over here. So you can just leave it. And now let's go to EC2 to create our instance. It's just like the instance we created in Google Cloud Platform. It's the same concept. So go over here, launch instance, and then we are going to follow several steps to configure the instance. Over here, first step, we're going to use Ubuntu Server 16.04, and this one, select step 2. I just want to play safe here, so I choose CPU number to be 2 and memory to be 8 gigabytes. I believe you can use the free tier eligible one, but just to play safe here, I just going to use this one. And click on next, configure. And over here, one thing you need to change is under the IAM row, make sure you use the row we just created in IAM over here. And then next and storage, nothing. Click on next, and you can give it a name, maybe call it Jupyter. Okay, something like that. Okay, something like this. Okay, because yeah. Click on next. And step 6, we need to set a port number for the Jupyter Notebook. Set the port number to be 5000 and make sure you select custom IC TCP rule, and the source is anywhere, so we can access from anywhere. And then click on review and launch. And after you click on launch, you will see a pop-up window like this. In your case, you are going to create a new key pair and give it a name. After you give your key a name, make sure you download the key pair. You can only download the key pair once, so be careful. Make sure you download the key pair and store it somewhere you can find. In my case, I already have several key pairs created, so I'm just gonna use the key pairs I already created. Use this one and click on knowledge. Okay. All right. So wait for instance to start, and to view more data, click on view instances. And over here, you are able to see this one, all the information, status of your instance, and click on refresh to refresh the status. Okay, now it's up and running. We can go ahead to connect to the instance. So click on connect. You will see the instructions for you to connect Okay, so now go to open your terminal. Sorry, open a terminal. For a Windows user, you can go to git bash. It's the same thing. So go to git bash if you're using a Windows machine, and try to remember where you stored your key pair. In my case, I stored my key pair on a file, and I put the file on my desktop. So right now I'm just gonna change my directory to the key pair, and I think I stored in this file. Okay. So change your working directory to where you store the file, store the key pair, and then simply copy this command, SSH command, to connect to the instance we just created. Click on enter. It's gonna ask you, are you sure? Yes, of course. Okay, after you successfully connect to the instance, you can see this welcome page. Welcome to, yeah, that's good. And now we are going to install Jupyter Notebook on this instance, which I don't remember the commands. I have to follow the lab. Okay, over here. Just copy these commands to install the Anaconda package. So run, and it's gonna download the package, and then you're gonna run this one to open the installer, and press enter to continue. Press enter to continue. In this case, if you press space, it's gonna be much more faster. It's gonna skip. Okay, do you accept? Okay, yes, and enter again, and it's gonna unpack everything for you. Well, it's unpacking. I'll just go ahead to see what's next. Okay, just wait for it. Yeah, if you don't want to wait, you can just skip this part. Yeah, the good thing about online tutorials is you can just skip and fast forward. All right, yes. All right, so now we have successfully installed the Anaconda, and to make use of it right away, to just simply copy and paste. All right, and then we need to actually configure setting files for Jupyter. We just need to check if we have the file or not, and it states we don't have the file, and then we're just gonna go ahead and create one for us to configure. Okay, now we have the configure file. We will use the VM editor to edit the file. Okay, so now we're in. So next, we're just gonna copy these settings to the setting file. Remember to change to insert mode. Just press the I key and copy paste. And the port number, I believe, is 5000. And then to exit the insert mode, you press exit to enter into the command mode, and then ::, WQ, exclamation mark, enter. All right, now we have configured the file. We are going to launch the Jupyter Notebook using port number 5000. 5000 here. Okay, now we have launched Jupyter Notebook. We can go ahead to open it up. Oh, sorry. Where is it? Okay. We're gonna use the public DNS. Simply copy it, open your browser, paste, and the port number is 5000. Go ahead. It's going to take us to Jupyter, and you may ask to put in password or token. We're gonna put in the token. The token can be found in your terminal. See this link over here? The token is equals to whatever, those bunch of letters and numbers. We can just copy this and paste it here to log in. I think you only need to log in once, and next time you are just log in directly. And over here, we need to install one more package for us to access S3. So you can do it from here. Click on new and go to create a new terminal. And the new package, using the pub package manager to install it. It's called Bluetooth3 install. That's the last package we need. So after it is successfully installed, you can just close this. And now we are going to write some code. Open up a new Jupyter Notebook file, and we have written some code and posted it. It's in the lab, so you can just simply copy and paste everything over here to access the file, and also converts the CSV file to a data frame, so you can do some data visualizations, pre-processing. Okay, so let me just copy paste those comments to show you what they do. I'm just gonna copy the whole thing and go back to explain. Just bear with me here. Give me a couple seconds. Almost done here. At the meantime, you can copy paste with me. Oh, last one. Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna quickly go through all these comments, what they do. So first, I'll import all the packages you see, all the packages we're using. So over, okay. Oh, what? No. So over here, we actually just tell Boot03 that our client is at 3. That's the client we want to access, and then assign the bucket name. Over here, substitute this one to the bucket name you use. My bucket name was Mandi Li 1, so I substitute the name over here. And over here, this command is going to print all the buckets information, all the detail of all the buckets in your account. We can just show you what it will return. See, it contains all the details, but if you don't want to see the detail, you just want to see the names, you can just write a for loop. You can see it's a dictionary format, so you can just write a for loop. Okay, the indentation here. Okay, write a for loop here. It's just gonna print out all the buckets. And let's run this one to see what it does. Alright, so this one lists even more details, the objects under your bucket. So you can see that the bucket contains a file named crime data, named crime. Okay, next, copy this whole thing. Alright, so using this is much more easier. It just gave you a whole bunch of details, and run this one is going to give you more specific details on the file you want to see. Alright, now this command is going to access this file and in your bucket, and it's going to convert the CSV file to a data frame. And if we want to see how what's the data frame look like, you can run this. I think it's gonna run a little. Okay, now we can see the data file has been converted to a data frame, and now you can start doing data pre-processing, or do some, just do some charts, visuals through here. Yep. So in this lab, just wrap up, what we did was that we using S3 storage services to create a bucket. It's like a file, and then we upload a file in the bucket, and then we use EC2 services to create to launch a new instance, and using with full access to S3 storage, and then we install Jupyter Notebook on the instance and accessed the file stored in S3. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.